Yo, what's up, everybody? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 4 mistakes new developers make all the time. I used to be the one to make these mistakes when I first started, and then after understanding why I made those mistakes and what I could do better to prevent them from happening in the future, it's been a game changer for me to continue my journey and actually get better in the process. And I mean, these are like very simple mistakes that could help you in learning and growing as a developer. All right. So number one is just like, tutorial addiction. If you are constantly watching tutorials on how to do things and you're not really applying that logic of what you learned, you're going to be lost. Okay. This happens to everybody. You learn one thing, you're going through a tutorial, then you want to branch off into another way of learning this topic. And then you're just going to keep going through the never-ending battle of learning new things and not knowing what to apply. It is beneficial that you stick to one methodology that is being taught, try it on your own. If you don't agree with it, if there's better alternatives, then of course, look up something else and learn that. Understand the standards for as of what it is today versus what it was before. Learn as much as you can on a particular topic and applying it and see if it works for you, if it doesn't. It's okay to fail. You could fail as many times as you want, but as long as you are able to come up with a solution that's permanent, that's all that matters. So watch out for those tutorials because they could bite you and you could be losing a ton of progress on learning the wrong things. Number 2 is you just skip the boring stuff. You going through a tutorial, I'm just gonna skip through that. I don't care about this. It might be key information that you need that will stick with you for the rest of your life. And you just skipped it. So now you're dealing with the same thing over and over again, making the same mistakes, and you don't know why. Like, oh, why am I making the same mistake? Well, if you didn't skip the beginning of the video, then you wouldn't be having this problem. So always make sure to not skip the fundamentals. That's going to take you so far. I keep telling you guys this, but some people just they get frustrated, like, fundamentals, whatever. I just want to get to the hard stuff. That's cool. That's ambitious, but it's not going to teach you what it's going to be like as a developer. So you have to understand that. Okay. Stop skipping the boring stuff. If it's boring and you already understand the concepts, then skip it. If you don't understand it, give it a chance. If it's something that you're not necessarily keen on or you don't really care about, then just give it 5 or 10 minutes. If it doesn't necessarily align to your goals, then you can do whatever you want. You can skip it. But just don't, if the instructor is very boring and you just going through the video and it's just talking about nonsense and you're just skipping through the video, it might be something in there that is crucial to you becoming better as a developer or not making those mistakes. Number 3 is that when you look at an error message that's in the console log, you don't even read it. You don't even care. It's like, oh, it's just going to sit there. That could be a crucial error that could be breaking other areas of your app. Always look at the error that is happening in your console on the browser and see if you could solve it on your own and research the error, understand exactly why that error happens. For example, if you're looping through a data object and you're creating elements on a page based off of that data object, and you get an index error, what does that mean? That means that the index of the elements that you are displaying on the screen don't have a unique identity. So you got to make sure that every single index is unique, that is just not numbers. It could be like a string and then a number. And then it shows okay, this is a div for this is a div for this, and so on and so forth. Once you understand that, it should be easy enough to do. But if there's any errors in the console log and you just ignore it, you're really leaving out, you're actually creating tech debt, number 1. And then number 2, you're going to introduce a bigger problem if you don't solve it now. Last thing is, this is annoying. And I understand it happens, but this is very annoying, is that you're building half-assed projects. The projects that you're building don't even work. And then you're putting that on your portfolio and you're like, oh, I finished this project. No, you didn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. If I'm clicking on links to your portfolio and it doesn't take me anywhere, that's a problem. You got to fix that. If there's an application that you have that's supposed to be solving a problem, say, for example, you do a to-do list app, right? Whatever. And then you have this to-do list app that you could add items to it. And then you could filter it based off of category. And then you could also complete it. If I click the checkbox to complete it and it doesn't do that, the project's not done. If I can't filter on what's completed versus what's outstanding, the project is not done. Okay? So you guys, when it comes to projects, do not post projects that are unfinished, especially when you're looking for a job. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the hiring manager is gonna look at your resume. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, check off all the boxes. Okay, cool. We're gonna schedule a call. It's like, wait a minute. Let's look at the portfolio. Great portfolio, but doesn't work. Then your projects don't work. That's a problem. That's easy disqualification right there. You know, and if you have older projects that are like 3-5 years old, why are they on there? Unless they're really good projects and they work, I would keep them. But if they don't work, take them off and then either update that current project with new code to clean things up, or just work on something else. All right. So those are the 4 major mistakes that new developers make. I mean, I understand you want to move on to the next new thing and you don't want to take the time to build something or finish something. And that happens. Like, you abandon an idea, then you start a new one. But you cannot put abandoned ideas on your resume. That's not going to cut it. All right. And just make sure that you take accountability for errors. You're not skipping stuff. And then also watch out for those tutorials, because they could bite you. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know if there's any other mistakes that I missed on here that you currently are doing. And if you need help, right, you can reach out to me at thefullstackbro@gmail.com to discuss. All right. Hope everyone's having a great day, and we'll talk soon.